This might be one of the most important diagrams that you ever look at, and in order to understand what makes good ad creators on the platform perform, we also have to understand how we take decisions as human beings when it comes to like our human brains, right? Our human brains have three important areas: the reptilian brain, the limbic system, and the neocortex. The reptilian brain is the one that cares about safety, simplicity, minimizing effort, avoiding loss or risk. As advertisers, one thing to understand is that we don't really play around this area that much, because nothing we are creating in terms of ads are a life or death situation. Also, overusing fear can reduce trust. I would say that you can speak to the reptilian brain through your ads or messaging using triggers like clear safety or risk reversal, think about guarantees or hassle-free returns type of messaging, visual clarity and immediate comprehension, so obvious before and after, or simple steps, right? Showing people how to achieve something quick. Time or effort saving, it's a good one, like 30 seconds, no tools required, that's a good example there. And then real scarcity or urgency and authority badges. That's the easiest way and the simplest way to actually be able to communicate with the reptilian brain. When we speak about the limbic system, is the emotion engine that actually makes the quick want or don't want call. It cares about identity, belonging, relief, pride, status, and transformation. We can always use these kind of triggers to speak to the limbic system. Identity mirror hooks, story moments, before and after feelings. Real social proof human can actually feel. So putting real humans in videos, this is how we are hitting that sweet spot. So UGC content, real customer content as well. And then sensory language and music that set the tone, right? Creating a different format or structure for your ad that has a specific pace or rhythm. It's always a good idea on the emotional aspect of that ad that can speak to the limbic system. And then the neocortex explains the emotional choice from the limbic system. It cares about clear reasons, comparison, number or stats, and credible details. But you should never lead with specs before emotion. And then some of the psychological triggers that can be used to logically justify the core emotion could be obviously giving people one or two crisp reasons to believe. And then simple comparison, like us versus them, static ads. This is the reason why I got this and not that type of ads. Here's why this is better and the X option is cheaper. So stuff like that actually give people like an idea of why you are comparing with cheaper alternative. So stuff like this gives people a good option to compare something that's cheaper or worse in the market with your product.